From out of the man cave and onto the air, it's your favorite voice of ecstasy. It's John St. John with the best morning after ever radio show. 30-some-odd minutes of happenings, discussions, and full frontal nudity. So put your arms around your speakers. It's John St. John.
Are you holding on real tight, everybody? Good morning, good Wednesday morning. It is John St. John, along with my best morning after co-host, Cindy Lou. How are you, Cindy Lou?
I'm good. I'm still wondering what happened to the lovely Cindy Lou.
Okay, well, good morning, lovely Cindy Lou.
Nevertheless, she's
lovely Cindy Lou.
She's still really happy to be here.
I mean, in the morning, how lovely are we, I guess
probably
we could.
Not that much.
So. And then, of course, Danny's over there helping us out. We had some fun on our Friday show, our weekend, last weekend, when we were doing some karaoke.
That's right.
Yeah, we haven't been on since last weekend.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I want to play any clips of that.
Well,
but
we kind of took a week off there too.
We
did.
Really. We did.
Sorta
We took 3-4 days off, whatever.
Well, actually, we did because
we did some shows over the week. We didn't do our Saturday show, which we keep saying we're going to do.
We were.
What's wrong? Do we both get up too late? I think that's the problem.
We were on the internet, though. I mean, we were. We're on the internet now. But
yeah, we're pretty much always on the internet.
We were on video. We were on YouTube.
We were on some video. I mean, I always promote YouTube, but it's really just clips of us. Now there's actually full shows, which you can hear. I got to get them to our boss here, and you can hear them on Spreaker and Slam as well.
So now if you want to watch us and
you can listen even to Killer Karaoke on SlamInternetRadio.com, because guess what? We were the stars of the night. Not really. We were pretty bad, actually. But we don't need to play any clips. We'll probably do that on. We'll let Richard listen to them. How about that? We'll play them for Richard Gore.
Really?
Yeah.
Do I remember Red Red Wine?
Yeah, I sang that one.
Yeah,
that was fun.
Yeah.
That was an old UB40 song. And also, according to Gentleman G, the governor, that is a Neil Diamond written song, which is awesome because I love Neil Diamond.
Yeah.
I'm a Neil Diamond freak.
Well, who doesn't?
A lot of people.
Right. But I think UB40 kind of nailed it a little bit better.
Sweet Caroline. What about Coming to America? That's one of his best, man.
Well, yeah.
We're coming to America.
Maybe we'll sing that next weekend.
You know what? Okay, Kingpin,
anyway.
we know our song for Friday. We know what we're doing. We're doing some Neil Diamond, not Sweet Caroline. We're going to do.
Is it that you're not coming in,
doing
us all a favor?
America today.
See, Cindy Lou,
coming to America.
You don't want to hear that?
Today.
Come on. This is good stuff.
I don't even need the music. Today.
All right.
Thank you very
My
much.
country 'tis of thee. Now I forgot what we were going to talk about.
You got a phone call. That's what you're going to talk about.
Oh, okay. We have a caller.
Phone call.
We do have a caller on the air. They just love us so much they call even before they even know what we're going to talk about.
You guys want to talk about Jell-O pudding pops?
Sure. There is a story in the news if everybody hasn't been paying attention for the last month. Actually, it came up again here recently. Bill Cosby's wife is now speaking out about the whole Bill Cosby sex scandal. Do you know what we're talking about, Cindy Lou? I'm sure you do.
I'm not really sure, but is Camille talking about something?
She's talking about his penis, I guess, and how it can't be. It's just like, remember when the president got in trouble and they were describing his penis? You remember that whole thing?
Camille is saying that his penis
He
is
used
not
to
like a
call
Jell-O
it my
pudding pop.
chocolate Jell-O pudding pop.
Okay, caller.
But who is this?
Can you kind of enlighten how you are familiar with the Cosby family?
I'm Bill Cosby's brother, the one that was never mentioned.
Really?
Well, welcome to the Best Morning After Radio Show. I suppose you would have the inside scoop on your brother. So was he kind of do we need to give him some Best Morning After Ever sex advice about therapy, about knowing when to hold him and when to show him kind of thing?
Well, I don't know, I mean, like I always said, if you're going to have a pudding pop, you might as well name it after your penis.
Okay.
And Bill took it to heart. He listened to me. He went out and got himself some women that way. I mean,
the cause. So that's okay. So all these stories with the alleged problems with Bill Cosby, it's actually his pudding pops doing all the damage. Is that right?
well, absolutely.
Interesting.
When did that sponsorship deal run out? I mean, I don't think it ever runs out.
Well,
does
it probably just did. I would imagine.
Jell-O.
Are they even making pudding pops anymore?
Yeah,
I guess
yeah.
I haven't really looked in the.
Oh yeah, they make Jell-O pudding
in our
pops.
grocer's
now,
freezer section.
do they have Bill Cosby's picture on them? Is the question? No,
Did
probably
they
not.
used to?
They used to, yeah.
Well, no one wants to see a black guy on a Jello commercial.
Why not?
Why not?
Because once you go black, that's all you can think about.
Okay.
All right.
Sure. Okay. So you're not the funny one, I take it. You're the one that was in the family that they never thought could do stand-up or their own comedy empire. Is that right?
Jell, oh my.
Well, now, you wouldn't happen to be friends with George Takei by any chance. You're starting to sound like he's called our show before.
Well, actually, it's funny you mentioned that because I'm actually hanging out with George Takei right now.
No.
No.
You're not.
We don't want to.
No.
We.
How could you possibly? Well, I guess Bill Cosby's pretty famous. I guess his brother could be hanging out with celebrities. Where do you live? Do you live with the Cosby family, or do you live with
Chicago?
Chicago. So how often do you see your brother? Apparently you don't too much.
Not too much.
So were you calling in to comment on the story that's been in the news, or did you just want to say hello to everybody in our studio at Simon Internet Radio?
I just want to say hello. Who hasn't raped a girl with a Jello pudding pop?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, it's in your butt.
It's pretty early over there. Maybe they're still. Wait, you're in Chicago? You said?
Still pretty early here.
So maybe I don't know what's going on. He had too much coffee this morning. You sound a little confused, Mr. Cosby.
It's all the crack.
So you did like the opposite of picture pages, right?
Yeah.
Like just words on pages or something like that, huh?
Uh-huh. Or you didn't do any pages. You snorted it. You rolled them up.
Right.
You rolled them up and snorted with it. Well, anyway, so the story in the news is that I guess we could go ahead and get right into the headline. The caller threw us there a little bit. I thought he was going to comment on our karaoke singing.
I like to do karaoke sometimes.
Okay.
Well, you're in Chicago. You got to come down.
You got to come to Killer Karaoke.
Killer Karaoke. That's
well,
right.
as long as someone's coming.
Okay. Well, that's fine. Anyway, I guess do you have more about the story? Do you know anything that's breaking about? Do you know any of these women that your brother supposedly had taken advantage of?
I slept with them all.
You did.
So he was sharing the love.
Well, I'm his brother.
He get them all ready for you, and then
So he kept it in the family. He had these group sex things with you and your brother.
Of course.
Okay, so are you telling me, is this a breaking story on the Best Morning After Ever radio show where we talk about everything sex-related, sex, drugs, rock and roll related? You're telling me that the allegations against Mr. Cosby are actually not just rumors and allegations?
Why else would they take away his PhD?
Did they take away his PhD?
I was wondering about that. I think it was an honorary. That was the question we had on one of our other shows.
He was on the board.
Well, I know he was on the board of the school.
Yeah, but they got those out to just about anybody. As long as you give them a little bit of money.
That's what I'm wondering, if that was an honorary PhD.
It's kind of like a pay-to-play thing.
I don't know, though, because in some of the old clips of his show, I mentioned this before in other shows when we were talking about the scandal, is that he had in credits PhD way back in like the 80s and even the 70s. So whether or not it was one of those honorary degrees,
I think it was an honorary degree.
Oh,
I mean, there's a lot of people that are just go around. They get the honorary degree, and then all of a sudden they got to promote their title.
I guess once you have a degree, you can't get it taken away if it really is.
That's right. I mean, once you're a doctor,
maybe they don't accreditate it anymore. I'm not sure how. Just because you were accused of raping people, you can have all of your credentials taken away. I'm not sure how that happens. Only in Bill Cosby's world, maybe? Wait.
I don't know. Did Bill Cosby ever win a Heisman?
Good question. Well, they sold the Heisman. They didn't take it away.
Well, yeah, but then somebody tried to go get it back, and then I believe that's why somebody else is sitting in jail right now. So, for life.
We're just, I'll tell you, we're hating on the black population these days.
No,
apparently,
we're not.
Apparently, the police hate the black people, and so does.
Once you go black, you need a Jello pudding pop.
Once you apparently so.
Jesus. Well, anyway, the story. Why don't we go ahead and talk about the story?
Yeah, but you know what? Before we go on that, I don't think this is really racist per se. I mean, we're talking about somebody who happens to be black. Yes.
I thought we were talking about Jello.
Well, and Jello happens to be.
Well, he happened to apparently love Jello for many years because he was a spokesperson. Yeah. So, okay. the story. What we were going to talk about, the first one here, is that, like I mentioned, his wife actually is now speaking out to the media, and it's the first time since any of these allegations broke in the last couple of weeks that they're actually, quote unquote, breaking their silence. Well, they are breaking their silence because if they weren't saying anything, they were letting the lawyers speak. So kind of interesting that she actually is, of course, supporting her husband. There were also rumors that he got a divorce. I don't know that any of that's true.
No.
Well, you would know if you're the brother. Are they getting a divorce?
No.
Cindy Lou, you know anything on this one?
I really don't know anything about this one.
You didn't know about that she spoke out in the
Well,
media?
I mean, I guess I heard that she spoke out, but I that's about the extent of what I know.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't hear any news reports about her, trying to beat him with a golf club or him smashing his Cadillac. But
Well,
no, wait, that was something else.
I mean, CNN was reporting it, so I'm finally able to pull up the story. We've been having some issues with my computer here. So basically, his wife and daughter, not his brother. You weren't credited for saying anything good about him. But, they obviously kept quiet, and so is he. But his wife, Camille, is quoted as saying he's a kind man, a generous man, and a funny man. And that was...
yeah, I mean, he's always been good with the kids.
That was actually a couple days ago.
He gave the kids chocolate cake.
And she also was quoted as saying a different man has been portrayed in the media over the last 2 months, and it is the portrait of a man that she does not know. So there is the quote directly from Bill Cosby's wife. Cosby's youngest daughter, Evan, actually also has been following up on Facebook by praising her folks in a really long, lengthy Facebook post.
Well, they need to make a show. Women say the darndest things.
Well, also, Cosby's daughter has said that he is the father you thought you knew. The Cosby Show was my today's TV reality show. Thank you. And that's all I would like to say. So, I mean, obviously, they are standing behind their father and husband.
Well, that's good. I think, you know what, and, maybe we're poking a little fun at him. Okay, we're poking a lot of fun at him.
Yeah.
But, he did some good things.
Look, if he wants my advice, not that anybody needs my advice, but, it's nice to keep, what's going on in the bedroom. But when you're a famous comedian, maybe it's hard to do.
Right.
But why, if you're going to do some kinky sex stuff, why don't you make sure that, I don't know, that they don't, they maybe sign a release. I mean, he was already famous when some of this stuff happened.
Yeah.
Well, it's like Pee Wee Herman when he did porn.
Well, Pee Wee Herman decided to pleasure himself
I don't
in
think
public.
he really did porn. I mean, he did something in a porn theater. But
yeah, I don't know if he actually did. Well, I know he was a comic before he was Pee Wee.
By virtue of that, I mean, any one of us could be, porn stars.
Yeah, we're all porn stars in our own right, in our bathrooms, in our bedrooms, I guess.
Who hasn't gotten themselves out in a porn theater?
Well, we nicknamed a new name for the penis. Cosby's penis, the Jello Pudding Pop.
The Jello Pudding Pop. Well, hey, thanks for calling in, Mr. Cosby. And, it's interesting. Bill Cosby never really talks about his family in the media. And here we go, his brother's speaking out as well as his wife and daughter. So, but here's what's weird. You're saying that it's all true, and the wife and daughter are denying it. So I don't know who's with him more. But you were with him back in the day when he was Kinky Bill back in the 50s and 60s, right? When he was younger.
We're only human. Plus, we're black.
Is this a black thing?
Oh, this is not,
This is a black thing.
Let's,
Oh, boy.
That doesn't have anything to do with anything.
I need a break. So we're going to be right back after this at the Best Morning After Ever radio show with John St. John and Cindy Lou and our whole range of guest co-hosts and callers. But we'll be right back after this.
And we'll be having the hate mail come in shortly.
Oh,
So.
I know that.
You can email him at
mjspro@aol.com, but please don't. All right, we'll be back after this.
Sparks last night. She finally showed me her favorite website. It made my jaw drop at first glance. We had the wildest time together, ordering from the erotic shop, and I'd have to say, thesparkmaker.com lived up to its name. And now, I have plans to surprise her. I'll show her something she hasn't seen. Thank you, thesparkmaker.com. Don't miss him any longer. John St. John is back to fill your ears with his goodness on the Best Morning After Ever radio show. John?
Yeah, we're back. We've collected our thoughts and called our attorneys. You can reach our lawyers law firm of Evans Lowenstein Schimanowski. Because I don't know.
Cool it with the
I know
Jewish
we've
names.
got decent following, but I'm hoping that some of our friends from L.A. are not listening to this right now.
I hope not.
Because if this gets back to the Cosby family, we could be in deep shit. Isn't this all for fun, though,
It
right?
is for fun.
Is
I
it
mean,
for Jess?
Yeah.
I didn't know that Bill Cosby, had a brother that never talks to the media, but whatever.
Well, he is a public figure,
You know,
so it is fair game.
I think of like people like who are some famous. We've got another call. We'll get to that in a moment. But who are some famous brothers? Like, of course, the Wayans brothers.
Well, there's Billy Carter. There's Roger Clinton.
The Wayans brothers. I'm talking about in Hollywood. There's the Wayans brothers.
Yeah.
There's not Bill Cosby because his brother wasn't famous. But what about Charlie and Eddie Murphy? There you go.
Yeah, well, you never hear about that. What about Frank Stallone?
And Frank Stallone, I don't think has he got any sex scandals? I don't know.
I don't know. We haven't heard much about Frank Stallone.
So maybe we got to make some fun of some of these other guys, and we don't get us in much trouble. So anyway, I mean, we've got a bunch of other stuff to talk about. But on that note, hey, it is what it is. We're supposed to be sex and relationship. Talk about all these stories. I don't know if we need to break news on this show. What do you say? I don't know.
I don't know how much news we're breaking. I think we're breaking more wind than anything else.
Oh, I hope so. On that note,
know.
like I said, Evans Lowenstein Schimanowski. I forget the other attorney's name. Hey, so we do have a caller. Maybe caller, would you like to comment on our last story, possibly about Bill Cosby's wife speaking out in his defense?
Well, she's either dumb or she's defending him, and she knows what's going on to keep the money.
We just had Bill Cosby's allegedly we had Bill Cosby's brother call in.
Yeah, I'm not so sure that was his real brother.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so how's everything with you?
Well, I'm pregnant with your baby.
Who is this?
Excuse me?
I'm pregnant with your baby.
That's impossible.
Well, that's cool. And we're going to air this on the air today. Do we need to do relationship therapy about what to do to make sure that you wear protection?
I don't know. You didn't wear protection, obviously.
Wait, I just realized who this is. Duh. It's my stalker. Is this Aunt Flo?
You knocked up your stalker.
Whoa.
That's like the number one rule of things you're not supposed to do to your stalker.
Well, didn't we make jokes about that in a few past shows? That would you if she was hot, would you date your stalker?
I guess, but
I thought we did that a while ago.
Yeah.
But I don't know what you're talking about, Aunt Flo. You're throwing me on that one.
Mm.
Are you saying you'd like to have my babies?
No, I'm saying you're the father. John, you're the father.
How did that happen?
I think we're going on Maury. I got to have my agents call Maury right now.
Mm-hmm.
We're going on the Maury
You
Povich
need that
show.
paternity test.
Yep. Or somehow we're going to have to trace this call, and mysteriously our stalker's going to have to disappear in the middle of the night.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's a joke.
Yeah, I know.
So
again, you can contact our attorneys.
Yeah,
Schauenstein, and
we're having a great show on Wednesday morning. I think we're going to be on the air on Thursday.
we're plugging
and
the law
Friday.
firm. We're getting them busy.
Oh, Lord. So anyways, Aunt Flo, have you been having fantasies about me, dreams, and now you think you're...
of course.
Yeah?
You're hot. Your voice is so sexy.
Ooh, she likes my voice, Cindy Lou.
Wow.
I think she's jealous of you.
Why?
Because you're here with me and she's not.
Well, we know why I'm here with you.
Yeah, well...
Because you're after my man.
Well,
not exactly. You don't actually know enough about Cindy Lou unless you've been listening closely to some of our other shows.
He lets me out of the box a few hours out of the day.
Yeah.
So I can talk, and then I have to go get chained up again.
No, we gotta go. That's our story about Cindy Lou. Anyway, Aunt Flo, did you hear about the Cosby problem?
Oh, yeah. I think he's guilty. I'm sorry. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's has that. Everybody has skeletons.
Why does
he
everybody
tries to cover it up?
Why does everybody always think that that Bill Cosby was like this perfect father
because
figure?
he put an image out there. He was carefully put that image out there.
He did that whole video called Fatherhood or something, or he wrote a book about
no,
it.
that's probably
and
what
he
it
did a
is,
comedy
because he did
special.
the special and the book and
And
stuff.
the whole dad is great. He gives a chocolate cake
Yeah,
thing.
but that was part of his routine. I don't.
And that's why partly how he got so famous is he was able to keep it clean. Whereas
And he
many
talked about his family. Well, Eddie Murphy, speaking of brothers, Eddie Murphy, Charlie Murphy, they constantly make fun of Bill Cosby in routines back in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to talk to you about the words you say. Remember that? I mean, that's Eddie Murphy's routine. So, I guess he's got a clean and sober,
and nobody,
Eddie Murphy's
some
routine
people
wasn't.
don't believe this.
he's got a clean image, or like he's the the honest comic or whatever. But whatever.
So he never did Mr. T. Hey boy,
Yeah.
you're looking mighty cute in them jeans.
Oh jeez. Where has the show gone this morning?
What?
Man. So, Aunt Flo, why are you alleging that I'm having your children? Have you snuck into my boudoir in the middle of the night, or what?
Yeah, I sold your sperm. No, you're my man.
Oh, Lord. Well,
You're the man I dream of. You're my dream man.
Is that why that happens now? I mean, you can get pregnant through dreaming about somebody?
I guess
we're all doomed.
Yeah. Well,
All right.
I don't remember donating.
John,
to
you
these
are
sperm.
the father.
Oh, boy. All right, well, thanks for calling in and scaring the hell out of us this morning, crazy lady, Aunt Flo. Thank you.
No problem.
You have a good one. Thanks for commenting on Bill Cosby. She does have a good point. Take care. Bye-bye. She does have kind of, like we said, a point, I guess, in the media. He's always been portrayed as this intelligent, funny, but on the level, clean-humored comic who also happens to be a lecturer, a speaker, has all these kids, obviously made a lot of money doing the act. Bill Cosby himself is from, again, late 70s, early 80s, and he went around the country doing that routine for years. Kind of made his kids famous, and then spawned, obviously, this Cosby Show.
Right.
Which, they pulled the pilot creation off of, I think, CBS or NBC. One of those networks was going to do a show with him again, and they pulled it. And
Probably because of this.
I would imagine it had something to do with this. It was talked about in the story that it actually, was related to the whole headline. But, I mean, I would think it might have been funding, too. Maybe this was their excuse. I don't know. I mean, it's Bill Cosby. If it wasn't for this, would we even be talking about Bill Cosby?
No, we wouldn't. He hasn't really been in the news in years.
Yeah.
And
look, we've spent almost our whole show this time. And our shows before talking about him.
I guess I saw him a few years ago on Oprah or something like that.
And I mean, he was just on
that whole Love Fest.
He was on the Daily Show, or not the Daily Show. He was on the one that spun off. He was on the Colbert Report with Stephen Colbert.
Did he come on for a guest appearance?
Yeah, and it was funny. He was making fun of, you left me in the dark, because he was. They let him sit. The little gimmick on that show is they play the music, and Stephen Colbert runs across the stage, and then the person sitting there as the guest is in the dark, and then boom, the lights come up on him. So I don't know what that whole thing was. Maybe to surprise guest kind of thing.
Well, that's how Colbert does it. I mean, it's more about him running out.
Yeah.
The spotlights are on him.
Yeah, that's what's funny. It's like got to be all about Stephen Colbert,
which is.
So, but
I think the joke has run its course.
He's done.
Well,
which is another story.
He's
in the
done
news.
at the end of this week.
That's
I think
right.
he's done.
No, I don't think it's the end of this week. I think it's the end of the year. He's done.
Well, I thought I saw something that said this is the final week, but
could be.
Maybe it could be the final 2 weeks. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure.
Depends on how they.
The seasons are weird with the Comedy Central shows.
It is. I mean, they only do 4 shows.
So he's starting sometime in the.
Of course, I don't want to slam him too much because they do more shows than we do. So.
Yeah, sometime in the middle of June he's starting. Beginning or middle of June. I saw the headline. I don't have it in front of me right now.
Is that about 6-month vacation?
Yeah, because David Letterman's quitting that first week of May. I was going to talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, why is it taking Letterman to get so far off? I mean,
Dave had. I think you have guest commitments.
Is that it?
Yeah, and then maybe he just didn't want to get off the air. Why? He's only been on the air for straight for what 35.
Well, he should have been off the air like years ago, but that's
he technically was when he quit NBC, but
kind of sorta.
But he was only off.
He's always been trailing Jay.
No, that's not true. There's a lot of times where he led.
Really?
Jay hasn't been on the air for almost a year.
I never thought he was funny.
Jimmy Fallon. Here, let me run down late night with you. You got Jimmy Kimmel on ABC, Jimmy Fallon on NBC, and Dave still on CBS. Will soon be Stephen Colbert.
Mm-hmm.
and maybe they'll have Bill Cosby on as a special guest when he starts on
Right.
David Letterman's show. You know what? This is something I haven't heard in the news. Maybe you can enlighten me a little bit in the last couple minutes of the show. On the new Letterman show, what are they going to call it? They're not going to call it the Colbert Report, obviously. That
I think
was a
they're going to
spoof
call
of
it
news.
like probably the Late Show. With I would guess that they'd because right now.
They don't change the names. They change
right
the host.
now, Jimmy
usually.
Fallon he's hosting the Tonight Show. It used to be
Show.
the Tonight Show with Jay Leno. Before
Yeah.
that, it was the Tonight Show.
With Johnny
I don't
Carson.
think they really said with Johnny Carson, but I mean it was the Tonight Show with Johnny
And then
Carson.
before that, it was Jack Parr, and before that, it was Steve Allen. And I
Yeah,
forget
nobody
who it
knows
was before.
anything about that.
Yeah, no. The people who
No, I
follow
guess
the
people
entertainment
do.
industry would know that Jack Parr started, and Steve. Actually, I believe it started with Steve Allen. Ended up Jack Parr doing another couple shows in the '80s, and then he died just recently, like 8 years ago or something like
But
that.
they were they had it for so little of time. I mean, I think Carson had it for 15 years or something like that.
15.
Or I don't know.
Try 1964 to 92.
Okay, well there you go. See, I don't
Or
even
62
know.
to
And I
92.
mean, Jay Leno did it for what?
I don't know.
Pretty close to 20 years or something like that.
Well, let's
I
see.
mean,
If Johnny ends in 92 and Jay just ended last year, what is that?
that's 20 years.
That's that's 22 years. Damn.
Yeah.
Why can't we get? Are we gonna have the best morning after ever for 22 years or 30 years?
Maybe when we get a little older, but you know.
Oh, this is just the.
But you know
this
what?
Is just
That's
a training
that's the
ground.
thing. I mean,
Is this like Second City where we talk about?
It's kind of relevant with this like late show business because these guys they are getting older and they're not really relevant.
I think
you
they're
know?
pretty funny though.
Well, maybe they're still keeping their but they probably have funny writers.
Oh, you're speaking of Bill
Which-
Cosby. You're right.
Well,
referencing Bill Cosby.
I mean,
of
I'm
course.
talking Bill Cosby and I'm talking like Jay Leno and
Wait,
and
but
the other guy.
I want to back up. What are you referencing us? Are we like the first level at Second City in a little small?
well,
Donnie
I mean,
Skybox
our
in
stock
Chicago?
is going up,
Oh, okay.
or maybe it's going down.
You know, I mean, a couple
You
famous
know.
people on radio that have been around forever that are real famous Midwest-wise and regional.
Depending on how the
are
lawsuit,
off.
pending lawsuit pans
Oh,
out,
that's
please
true.
contact our attorneys at Joe.
I'm not going to.
Yes.
Evan Lowenstein, Szymanowski, and yeah, we'll go.
So,
Ooh, what a show it's been! What a show!
It
What a
has been
show!
a show. So if you're questioning your paternity, please contact the law firm of.
Or if you think that you have also had sex with Bill Cosby and don't remember it till now, please contact
the law firm of. What was it, Szymanowski or?
Oh, where can they find us, Cindy Lou? Where can they find us?
They can find us on Slam Internet Radio. They can find us on Spreaker. They can
Yep.
find us on YouTube.
Yep, and where
soon
else?
to be iTunes.
iTunes, and we're working on it.
We're working on that. We're working on iHeart.
iHeart's going to be tougher, but I think we can get a deal with
we're
them.
We'll be getting with them.
And
I
then
think.
if they have, actually nobody knows if you have Libsyn. We're going to be part of the Libsyn network, and you'll hear some more ads because of that. And I know Kingpin will be happy about it as soon as we can figure out how that works. All we do is we provide the fun; they provide everything else.
I mean,
you know?
we're going to be more the network than anything else.
Yeah,
I mean, this
eventually.
is just the morning goof off time.
Yeah, we're just
So,
gonna dominate all the internet radio, right?
That's right. We are the future.
What are we're the future of internet radio.
Be scared.
That might
So,
not be a good thing.
I think it's a great thing.
Oh, so yeah, we're here when we don't have any problems with equipment or your host being in trouble. We're usually here every morning, Monday through Saturday, but we've been working on getting 3 to 4 shows out, and we're hoping to be on more. That's the
I
thing.
think what is that? We've been talking about this. That the pipeline is going to be an hour a day.
Yeah, it
If,
is, but I think we're going to separate it because some of the networks like those quickie
They like
30-minute
the 30-minute
podcast
shows,
things.
so.
Yeah, I mean, if we end up on Sirius, they're going to want like 8 hours. So I don't know how we're going to do that.
Well,
They better-
ultimately,
They're going to be paying some buku bucks, I hope.
the corporation here has an idea of where it's going.
Does that mean that we can quit my 4 jobs and just do radio, maybe?
Well, we can, but we're pretty much almost running out of time, I think. So we might have to.
Yeah.
Maybe tomorrow we're going to talk about some of our jobs, our day jobs. Because,
sounds good.
Until we
Sounds
get
good.
more of you all listening to us.
Yeah, we need to keep the day jobs.
We need to keep the day jobs.
And we got an interesting story about what happened with our Killer
Quite
Karaoke nights, too.
frankly,
which we'll tell.
our day jobs kind of stink. So we would prefer to be here.
So please listen as much as you can. Tell all of your friends. Tell your friends' friends. Tell your little kiddies. Everybody. Well, better to not have the kids listening because sometimes we're not clean like Bill Cosby.
Not exactly.
Although Bill Cosby isn't clean either. So there you go.
And if you're looking for
What? A driver?
Well, no, not a driver. If you're looking for some last-minute Christmas ideas for the kids,
Oh, yeah. Give 'em
SparkMaker.com does not have them.
Yeah, no,
So,
don't go there.
Don't go there for that.
Yeah,
But
that's still our sponsor,
for
but don't
anything
go
else-
there.
anything
Definitely
else,
don't go there.
Don't go there.
No.
Yeah.
So anyway, check us out. All you really have to do is type in the best morning after ever. Again, the best morning after ever radio, and we should come up even on Facebook, Twitter. Where else? Facebook, Twitter, Google Plus. You can find us. We're all over the damn place.
Yeah,
Just check
we're
us
going to
out.
be everywhere. You'll get sick of us pretty fast.
Yeah, if you haven't already gotten sick of us today. Anyway, everybody take care. And, any comments, please contact the law firm of Evan Shamanowski and Lois. I got it right. There it is.
There you go.
Everybody take care. Have a good morning, and we'll see you tomorrow on the Best Morning After Ever radio show. I'm your host, John St. John. That was Cindy Lou, and we're out of here. Maybe for good. I don't know. Bye.
I see the cops.